guys, if you're not focused on your product description for your listing and you don't understand what you're doing or what you should be writing in there, then this video is for you. The product description is probably one of the most important things that you could do with regards to SEO to help your listing get elevated, get the algorithm to favor it, and get those amazing passive income sales, guys. So if you do love Etsy products, you love creating, researching, listing, all of that mad stuff, then please hit the like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, and don't forget to share, guys, because knowledge is power and we need to share that. But guys, listen, my name's AJ and I'm all things Etsy. This is where I show people how to actually make those amazing passive income sales through various tips, ideas, designs, and all things Etsy. So do check out my channel. But for today, we are focused on the product description. And for me, it's one of the most underrated things on a listing. People tend to forget about it. People tend to just add stuff because they can't be bothered, or they just write anything. And they are literally putting cash on the table and losing out, because that is one of the best things that you could do. If you do it right, it's going to actually 10x your sales. I'm telling you now. But how does it do that? So let me just show you. I've gone on to Etsy. I've just typed in PNG, right? And I want to look at some product, some listings and good listings, and how they're doing so well. Now I've gone to EVERBEE, my go-to gem finder, nugget finder, which you can see at the top of my description. This is where I help analyze, or I'd analyze listings and does my keyword research and various things. A fantastic SEO tool and research tool. So look at this. I've just kind of gone to typed in PNG because I want to look at digital downloads, but you can look at print on demand products, anything really. And I am sifting down from the sellers within this keyword PNG. It doesn't matter what keyword you use anything. Go into your niche if you want. If you're selling blankets, if you're selling candles, if you're selling clip arts, whatever it is, type it in and then just go down, right? Using EVERBEE. Remember, it's free access. Now, what I'm going to do is actually let me get specific. Let me go specific. Okay, let me show you something. I want to type in Highland cow, man, because I love these Highland cows. Highland cow PNG. Let me get a bit more specific, because let me niche down, man. Let me niche down to these dudes. So I'm going to go to product analytics, and let me explain my process. I'm trying to find, I will find a really good 1 month old. I'm going to go to a recent listing, by the way, 1 or 2 month old listing. Okay. Good seller. So look at this. I'm actually going to go to this top one, man. This Easter Highland cow. This is a good idea, by the way. Look at that. This Easter combination with a Highland cow. Nice little combo going on there. Anyway, let me show you something. This is a 2 month old listing, right? It's a digital download. It's a bestseller. Boom. They're doing well. Okay. But they are doing well for a few reasons. I'm going to come to product description in a second. It's a 2 month old listing. They're doing well for a few reasons, because I can tell. Easter's coming up, so they've got the Easter Day, angle where the surge people are looking for Easter. So obviously it will be shown there. People love Highland cows. That's a really good, I guess, design that people do love. People love Highland cows, right? So you got that. You've also got the St. Patrick's Day flavor with the clover, and you got Shamrock PNG, which they've typed into the title here. Happy Easter, obviously. So they've got a nice little combination in their title, which I've noticed. 20+ views, bestseller, bomb. Nice, simple, one digital download, easy, simple, right? It's actually doing very, very well. Now, there must be other reasons why it's doing well. So what I always like to do is I don't just look at the design. I look at the title to analyze these keywords. And what I tend to do is I'd probably take some of the keywords and look at how good they are. So I would use EVERBEE again and go to keyword research with those, right? And I would also look at the tag. So through EVERBEE, I can also look at the tags that they use, right? But I'm focused today on the product description, okay? Now, this is the product description. Now, let me explain what you should include in your product description. Now, what you can do is you can actually see that this seller is put the title words into the product description, right? Which is here. Look, they've actually used the exact same format style here. You can see it there. Now, it's very important, whatever words you use in your title, to emphasize it again to Etsy and have it in your product description, right? However you do it. You might do it in a sort of written paragraph style. You might just, talk about your design, but add the words that you've used in the title. However you do it, include the words that you've said in your title, in your product. It's got to be there, right? So that's one thing, right? Tick the boxes that I'm saying. Include the product description words in your product description, include the title words in there, right? It tells the Etsy algorithm, it emphasizes where they should show your list. That's one. Next one you should be doing as well, and this is in no particular order, is explain what the customer is getting. Explain it explicitly, be very clear to the customer. Look, the customer sometimes is not sure how to do things. You don't want them to have doubts about how to get your product, how they're going to receive it, where to download it from. You don't want that to be a question in their head. If they question anything, then they're going to go and leave your listing and not buy it, right? You have to answer questions in your product description that you think they might ask. So, how do you do that? Well, sometimes you want to look at good listings. So, what I suggest you do in your niche, go to look at good listings that are selling very well, right? Good sellers. Because look, if you have good sellers and then you look at reviews that are high reviews, good reviews, that is a good indication. Sometimes you have customers that give a lower review, possibly, and because they might say they didn't understand something, or they didn't expect to get what they saw on the listing, right? So as I said, number 2, explain clearly what they're getting and how to get it. So how they're going to download it, in this case as a digital download, what they're getting and how they're going to download it. So in this case, it's just saying they're going to get a 300 dpi high resolution image. Look, high resolution image with a transparent background without a watermark. So they're being very clear about what they're getting. They're also explaining how to download it. So what they're getting, as I said, and how to download, right? And it's amazing. I automatically knew by looking at this listing, which is quite recent, that's selling well, that they would have these things, explanations. Because look, like I said, you will lose listings if you're not explaining how to do something and what you're getting. You're going to lose sales, and you're going to lose sales if you don't emphasize the keywords from the title. That's what I'm saying. You need to make sure, go check your listings, you have these. Now, I like this, it's very clear. It's actually telling you how to download it and says payment confirmed by Etsy, receive a link to your emails. Really good, actually. Nice and clear. And then you're talking about the designs, how you can use your designs, because obviously there may be commercial use, personal commercial uses. You want to also answer the FAQs, because so a customer that buys it wants to know, how can they use the design? Are they allowed to use it for commercial use? They're allowed. And they're not gonna. Some people do message, but not everybody messages. They will likely look for the answers on another listing if they can't find it with yours, right? So yeah, a bit more explanation. I would also add other things if I was doing my listing. Another really, really big thing that I would also add is a link to your store, right? You can have a link in your product description to your store as well, which is really, really cool, because what you're doing is, this is a method of driving other sales, right? So let me go to this other listing. This is another fantastic listing. Again, actually, this is actually by, I believe it's by the same designer. Yeah, they've done another angle on this. But let me go on to another one, which is a 2-month-old listing, right? It's a 2-month-old listing. Again, doing really well, $984 in 2 months is fantastic, guys. It really is. And these are Tumblr designs. So I'm literally gonna go right down to the keywords. So look, as you can see, this seller has also added some other thing where you've got the gift. Now remember, adding gift, adding personalized, adding custom. Obviously now with the new gift mode that's come out for Etsy, they are looking to favor these kind of words, right? Not necessarily you're 100% going to get up there, but I think these are good words to add in to listing. Titles, product description, tags. So in this case, they've got gift here in their title, which is good. And then under the product description, they've obviously, again, they've used the same keywords that they've mentioned in the title. And then you've got information on what they're getting and how they're getting it. And again, they've included, I like the emojis that they've used here, and they've broken up the product description in sections, which are bite-sized sections, chunks where you can easily absorb the information. I like that. You got important notes about how you can use it, and whether it's refundable or not. Another thing that they've added is the license agreements and refunds and exchanges here, yeah, which is really cool as well. Yeah, and so they've in this case they've put it into sections, which is quite nice, and added emojis. That is also works very well. But again, you can see the main things that should be included are what you're getting, how to actually download it, how to access the product. They need to know some important information about the designs, and also asking the customer if they need anything, they can always reach out. And that shows that you're accessible. Showing that you're accessible is very, very important. because sometimes they're not sure whether to approach you or to send a message, but actually to clearly say, you can come back to me or you can speak to me at any time is a really, really big thing. Okay. And then some more information, license agreements and refunds and exchange, right? So that is another good example of a product description, right? And these recent listings tend to do things correct. Get those sales, they tend to correct. And that's why I like to look at recent ones that are making really good cash. All right. Again, all the ones that I've seen are kind of similar in terms of content, which is they're including the keywords that they've used in the title, in the product description. They're explaining what they get, how you get it, terms of use. And again, in this case, this seller, which is fantastic, is they direct them back to the store, the shop. I think this is very, very important. If you want to get those extra sales, what people tend to do is if they like your design, that design, and you have similar designs, they want to go and check it out. They'll go and use a link to go to check out your other designs. And what you'll be very surprised about is if they buy something they like, they'll actually click on that store, on the link for your store, and they'll buy other items, right? And this is such a big, easy way of making those extra sales, right? And like I said, I'm a firm believer of making sure that you got a link on every single listing that you're selling, right? But clarity for me is very, very important with your design, with your list. Clarity and easily to understand. Like I said, coming back to this one, I think this one is a really good breakdown. And what you do is you look at what you include on your product description are all the items that I've mentioned. But when you actually do your research, go to the bestsellers, right? In your niche, go to the bestsellers and come down to the product research description. Have a look at it because believe me, the product description has contributed to the sale. Product description has contributed. Now, obviously, everyone does their product description slightly different ways, but do make sure that you include the things that I've already mentioned. Make sure that you've got a link to your shop so that you can get those extra sales. Now, how you actually lay out your product description, obviously it's up to you. I tend to like this method, which is in sort of chunk, where you've actually got, if you like, a title, we'll call it a title. And I like the emoji design idea, and then explanation for that. So design details, what you're getting. And then in this other chunk, you get how they're getting it, how you get your instant access, explanation, another chunk of information, important notes. I like that because these are bite-sized information where you can easily digest that information. And the product description can look quite boring sometimes when you've got just written information straight from the top to the bottom. So definitely do find a way to make it easily understandable and chunks. And think about questions that the customer may have and answer those FAQs in your product description. And that will limit any questions they may need to ask you messaging, because like I said, customers tend not to ask. If they can't get the question that they want, if they can't see, for example, how they're going to access your design from the product description, they might not buy it. They'll go to some other listing that might be similar to yours, and because it's clear in the product description how to download or what the design is or what the resolution is, they might just buy theirs, and then you'll take them away from your. So give your product description absolute focus and time that it deserves. And like I said, it's even a part of the SEO as well. Use it as an SEO method to elevate your listing by using a combination of the same words you've used in your title and your tags to help the Etsy algorithm favor you and make sure it understands where to put you out there, search items that people are looking. And also, another additional bonus thing is with the gift mode algorithm, if you like, I call it, try to add words like gift also will help, because obviously the gift mode is something that so do try to add these words that also might help you. So guys, hope you like the video. If you like the video, please hit the like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next. Take care.